The Conversation Motivational Hour with your host, Minister Seon Rodney. The Conversation. Thank you for watching The Conversation Motivational Hour. We love you and cannot wait to see you in person.
Yes, we come about the Mawara, Amber Beach, Caribbean country, Caribbean Islands, South America, North America, Central America, continent of Asia, and Africa. Welcome to the August body called The Conversation. Hit the share button, share and invite in all your social media group. Yes, share and invite in all your social media group, your WhatsApp group, your Messenger group. Yes, share and invite, hit the share button. Yes, we are the grown and sexy, the millennials, we are the Gen Zs and the Gen Xs. Yes, welcome to the Conversation Motivational Hour, which is affiliate of the Conversation Sip and Chat. We know other than SGGR, Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney. Yes, it's the conversation. It's along the jammers. Yes, Caribbean Gospel Jam. Every Saturday night from 8 to 9, 1 hour. Every Sunday night from 8 to 9, we're going to be on the Caribbean Gospel Jam. It's going to be twinning of the conversationals along the jammers. Hit the share button, We are the millennials, we are the grown and sexy. Oh, yes, we are the Gen Z, the Gen X's. Oh, yes, we are the teenagers. We're all. Yes, you're rolling with SGGR, Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney. Yes, you're locked and loaded into the Conversation Motivational Hour, which is affiliate of the Conversation Chip and Chat from Monday to Friday. Oh, yes, you guys, we know other than SGGR, Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney. Tonight, I'm glad to be in your ecosystem. I'm glad to be wherever you are, under the bridge, in the gutters, where you are, in the trenches. I'm glad to come in your personal place, to be in your lexicon and narrative. I also want to be in your brokenness, in your setback, undervalued, marginalized, feeling suicide and depressed. I'm glad to be wherever you are. United Stadium. Yes, hit the share button. Despite of your ethnicity, despite of your color, despite of your creed. Yes, there's a place for you in the conversation. Your name is on any more than a seat at the table for you. Oh, SGGR, why is there a seat at your table for me? Yes, the seat is there for the marginalized, the broken, the rejected, the undervalued. Oh, yes, those are suicidal. You feel like you're underachiever. There is no worth or value you have. The conversation is a place for you to be. The conversation, you're broken, will not cause you to be more fragmented. You're underground, will not dig a hole to put to your cry, will not cause you more producing tears. The conversation is catered where we form that safety net. Together we will, together we can, together we're going to bring it home. We believe in the serenity, the brotherhood, and the sisterhood. You are locked and loaded with no other than SGGR. The conversation is along the jammers. Gen Z, Gen X is the grown and sexy, the millennials. Lock and load the conversations along the jammers. Our psalmist tonight is Samuel Madas in the stadium. You're lock and loaded with SGGR. Seon Gregory goes right the Conversation Motivational Hour, which is affiliate of the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat Monday to Friday. Pastor Satnaran Puran, you need to give me a call at the end of this podcast. You need to give me a call, Pastor Satnaran Puran. In the stadium. In the stadium. As you go down War and Barbados, Caribbean Island, Caribbean countries, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia and Africa, despite of your ethnicity, your color, and your creed, you're locked and loaded to the Conversation Motivational Hour, which is affiliate of the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat with SGGR. I'm glad you asked the question, Minister Seon Gregory goes Rodney or SGGR. Why is there a seat at the table for me? Why my name is on your menu board? I'm glad you asked the question. I provide the answer. The seat at the table is for the broken, the rejected, the undervalued, the marginalized, some from low self-esteem. You feel suicidal, you're depressed, you're oppressed. I want to tell you, the conversation is the place to be. You're rejected. If you don't have a voice, you don't have a suggestion to make, you feel like an underachiever, you feel there's no place to you in society anymore. The conversation is the place to be. And the conversation, I want to let you know, we do not raise followers, we raise leaders that will lead you, that you will intend lead others. We motivate you, that you will intend motivate yourself and motivate others. Hit the share button on all the social media group, your WhatsApp group. Oh, yes, your messenger group, even my email. Send to all your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues, and even your enemies. Yes, you're over with SGG. Glad to be in your ecosystem tonight. I'm glad to be in your brokenness and your sadness. I want to be in your setback. I want to be wherever you are right now in the trenches and under the bridge. I want to be wherever you are, feeling underachiever, feeling broken, feeling lonely, wherever you are, in the nursing home, like a load with SGGR, wherever you are, in the 3 yards with the nurse, oh, you're preparing to go for the procedure or enrolling yourself the way you will place, where you will be placed, oh, in the emergency room, ICU or CCU. Glad to know that SGGR care and concern about you. I want to let you know, at the conversation, we have a culture, we have a mantra, and we have a brand, and it's simply value. We have a team in Bravo, yes, raising emerging. Oh, yes, we have a team. Our team is, I want to let you know tonight, yes, 2022, our team is raising critical thinkers, the emergency of life. Happy birthday to all those who celebrate the birthday. Happy anniversary to all who celebrate the anniversary. Congratulations to those who passed that examination. We embrace the mantra that says, the height that great man met, or the height that great man attained, didn't come by sudden flight, but while my companion slept, I kept toiling through the night. Congratulations to those who bring the bundle of joy into this world. Congratulations to you. Purchase a new home, you purchase a new car. I would sympathy and empathy go to those who have lost a loved one in this time of bereavement. We pray that Yahweh Amashiach will comfort your heart in this time. Oh, yes, I want to tell the conversation, your joy is our joy, and your pain is our pain. SGGR donors, contributor, followers, oh yes, supporters of this august body. Oh yes, glad to know wherever you are right now, lock and loaded with us at the massage parlor, the air place. Oh yes, at the barber shop, wherever you are, have a pedicure, manicure doer. Oh, whatever you are, having a great massage, walking along the shorelines, sitting at a bandstand, wherever you are. Oh yes, I want to let you know you're lock and loaded with SGGR. SGG, I just want to let you know I will not trade this moment to be no other moment, no other than to be with the conversation, family, supporters, oh yes, and leaders. I will not trade this hour to be with no other than the conversation supporters and leaders. Oh yes, I wouldn't trade this hour for no other hour, this minute for no other minute. And I want to let you know how serious this is up to me, because I want to tell you time is a currency with no exchange. And tonight, what I'm giving to you will never come back in the life of SGGR. You see what I'm saying? But I'm giving it to you because I know, oh yes, it's worth it. You are smart, you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're handsome. I'm here to let you know you have great skill set. I want to let you know your comeback is greater than your setback. Yeah, Emily Durant, we are locked and loaded. The conversation is along the jammers. Gen Z, Gen X is grown and sexy, baby boomer. We lock and loaded. Not forget, you can go on your phone, on your Android Play Store. You can go and download Caribbean Gospel Jam. You can call up on Siri for help, and Siri will help you find Caribbean Gospel Jam. And thanks to all those who roll with the Conversation Motivational Hour, which is affiliate of the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat. Not forgetting tomorrow night our panelists is going to be, oh yes, Crystal Dundas out of New York and Tashana Giddings out of New York, and you're truly the host. SGGR, we're dealing with bullying tomorrow night. And please don't stood me up tomorrow night, okay? You have a date with SGGR and the panelists tomorrow from 8 to 9 on the Conversational Twin, and also with the jammers. Don't stood me up tomorrow night. We have a date. So put it on your calendar, put it on your date with SGGR and panelists tomorrow. Oh yes, gonna be Crystal Dundas out of New York and Tashana Giddings out of New York. And our team gonna be bullying with your host SGGR. You have a date with me. Don't stood me up now. Children, teenagers, millennials, Gen Z, Gen X's, baby boomers, and also the grown and sexy. Don't stood me up, okay? Team and Poppy come about date tomorrow night is bullying. So please don't stood me up. Please don't stood me up tomorrow night. Gonna be epic. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be dope. It's going down. You splash, you break, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're handsome, and you have a skill set. Michelle Strout Wilson, welcome to the Conversation Motivational Hour. You're gliding with SGGR. Seon Gregory Goes Rodney. Glad to be wherever you are. I got to be in your happiness, got to be in your sadness, got to be in your penthouse, got to be under the bridge with you, got to be when you're whole, when you are broken, got to be where you're laughing and where you're broken, got to be in your sadness and your happiness, got to be in your tears and in your laughter, in your accomplishment and in your setback. SGGR want to be wherever you are. SGGR, how can I connect to you? Yes, you can connect to SGGR by Facebook. Yes, Seon Rodney. And you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. You can connect to me by email, srodney23@gmail.com. You can also connect to me on TikTok. You can also connect to me on LinkedIn. And if you say I'm not tech savvy, you can connect to me at 678-770-0430. This is a pivotal time in our life that we have to give something to get something. And tonight, what you're giving and what you're getting will never come another time in your life. Whatever is the day today will never come no other time in 2022, but it will be come upon you 2023. So time is a currency with no exchange. So tonight we're going to break down some narrative. We're going to destroy some guardrails. Oh, we are coming to enrich our lexicon tonight. And as I ask you, continue to go to your app store, go to the Play Store and download Caribbean Gospel Jam. You can download it on your MacBook, your Kindle, your iPhone, your Android, your desktop, whatever it is, Caribbean Gospel Jam. Thanks to the management and team, I'm happy to be a part of the management of Caribbean Gospel Jam that give us 1 hour on Saturday night from 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. Mind you, in the Caribbean, probably wherever you are, probably may be at 9 o'clock to 10, but in Eastern Standard Time is 8 to 9. Useless breaking news. You're pretty, you're handsome, you're smart, you're intelligent, you have a skill set. You're about to own your world center stage, spread your own red carpet. Coming not too long distant future from now, our motivational topic for tonight with your orator, no other than SGGR, going to be what are you putting together to make a difference? Husbands, what are you putting together to make a difference? Wife, what are you putting together to make a difference? Children, what are you putting together to make a difference? Friends, what are you putting together to make a difference? Colleagues, what are you putting together to make a difference? The psalmist for tonight is Samuel Madas out of Guyana. In the stadium. And don't forget our date tomorrow night. You have a date with SGGR. You have a date with Seon Rodney and panels. Crystal Dundas out of New York. And also Tanisha Giddings out of New York. And our topic for our date tomorrow night is going to be bullying. As a matter of fact, Minister Crystal Dundas and also Minister Tashana Giddings put respect on their name. With yours truly, SGGR, your host. What are you putting together to make a difference? Starting from our lexicon, starting from our mindset. Yes, welcome, 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 one and all. Welcome to the Conversation Motivational Hour with SGGR tonight, which is affiliate of the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat from Monday to Friday with no other than your host, SGGR. I'm glad to come to you wherever you are with your lexicon. I come with your narrative, come in your construct, come with whatever surrounds you for many time of your years in terms of your environment that you grow in, your environment that you also place yourself at present right now. I'm glad to be wherever you are, under the bridge, in your brokenness, in your setback, feeling worthless, feeling you have the value, you have the worth. I'm glad to be wherever you are. Once again, tonight you're rolling with no other than SGGR on behalf of myself, donors, contributors, and leaders of this august body. I'm glad to be wherever you are tonight to meet you at the point of your need tonight. I want to let you know I'm going on the oath and the oath of the Holy Spirit who's going to lead and guide me because he's the CEO and he's in charge of this decade that we all are a part of. Oh, yes, because he's come to lead us and to guide us and to teach us into all truth. With that being said, you're at a place where we all going to be at the same plateau tonight. Tonight, I want to let you know I am not elevated above you, neither you above me. We're coming at this place where we're going to chop it up tonight to understand that we all have to put some things together, that our trajectory can be amazing, our trajectory can be colorful, our trajectory can be one that no other second to none. Oh, Rosalie, welcome to the Conversation Motivational Hour. Welcome to where you're going to be lit tonight. You're going to be epic. It's going to be dope. It's going down, because I want to tell you, we're about to break down some guardrails, disrupt some agendas. We're about to make sure some people are going to be able to make some withdrawals from the lexicon. Oh yes, even they were empty, they're going to leave full. Even they're broken, they're going to leave whole. Even they're with tears, they're going to leave with laughter. Tonight we're going to have a kumbaya moment around the Conversation Motivational Hour, along with the jammers. Oh yes, an affiliate of the Conversation Motivational Sapien Chat. Kumbaya means Jesus is here. What are you putting together to make a difference? What are you putting together to make a difference? Let's look at assembling. Assembling is the putting together to make the whole. But I want to deal with your lexicon tonight. I want to deal with your mindset tonight. I want to deal with your thinking tonight. I want to deal with your modus operandi tonight. I want to deal with some things tonight, and I trust that we will get through that. We will land this plane safely. We're going to bring the boat to the dock safely and the train to the station safely. And at the end of this oration, we'll cover that 100 miles as we go with the one solitary step right here, right now. There's a saying, and I also read it also in a book many years ago, that says the first 7 years of a child's life really depicts the majority of their lives and in the decision making and so forth and such like to bear when they get to become an adult and making certain decisions. The exposure and the experience and the environment for the first 7 years of their lives, what they have exposed to and so on, they are bringing, they brought topsy, the training and the environment and the culture have a lot to do with the bearings when they get to making decision and become an adult. As for example, I'm going to turn myself into this discussion. As I said, I am not exempted. I'm the same plateau with you, and I'm being on the same plateau with you. I'm going to lift my finger and turn myself in and put myself on records tonight, because I was brought up in a society with certain societal factors and certain societal upbringing, certain societal teachings, certain societal concept and so on. And because, mind you, as I said, I'm telling myself, I was born in Georgetown Hospital. I am from Lot 21, New Amsterdam, and I was also grew up in Liverpool. So safely to say, I am a Georgetownian, I'm a New Amsterdami, and I'm a Liverpoolian. And because of that, there's some things that I grew up in from my first 7 years, oh yes, that even governed my decision making and as an adult. But what happened, am I saying tonight, is that even as I migrated to a new culture, a new society, a new country, oh yes, the melting pot with all ethnicity, the melting pot with all different races and colors and creed and countries, oh, at one place. I want to tell you, in the United States, you meet the all world at one country. Oh yes, I want to let you know, but yet though I migrated from Guyana, oh yes, to the United States of America, I bring Guyana with me. What I brought with me, I brought some of the teachings, I brought some of the concepts, I brought some of the things that my society taught me, I brought some of the things that I was trained, some of the things that I learned, oh yes, in the environments that I was exposed to. And therefore I had to understand, even though I am in a different local, I'm in a different country, I'm a different environment, I'm exposed to different mindset, different construct, I need to understand there have to be some separation, there have to be some divorce, there have to be some marriage, and there have to be some cleaving, there have to be some breaking down of some guardrails, breaking down of some mindsets, breaking down of some sayings, breaking down of many of the past, because I want to affect my present, and not only my present, I want to affect my future, because I want to let you know I am a boy, I like blings, and I like blings not only only because it's nice to the eyes. I like to live in the bling, meaning that I want to be present. I want to be in the present of the present. I want to know the language of the present. I want to know the temperature of the present. I want to know the atmosphere of the present. And because I want to be in the present, I have to know I have to be a disruptor of the whole. You see, the word of God said you cannot pour all wine into new wineskin. You see, sometimes we can put on new clothing, blouse and dress without having a shower, but we still are stinking dirty. You can play some cologne, but the fact you didn't have a shower. Oh yes, but sometimes we have to disrupt of the agenda. And I want to let you know what you was exposed to in the first 7 years of your life. I am here to disrupt some of those guardrails tonight. Oh yes, disrupt some of the agenda. Oh yes, that you see yourself, thought of yourself, and see that you will become for the rest of your life. I am here to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, comrades and colleagues, SGGR had to let you know, as I turned myself in, I had to disrupt my own agenda. I had to disrupt my own rhythm. I had to disrupt a lot of things so I can be in the present, because some of the past do not have in keeping for the present. You see, the Lord of God said his mercy are renewed every morning. Every time before I go into meditation, I say, God, thank you for the reset before I even start meditating. If I don't reset my mind before meditation, I cannot meditate, because I am meditating, but the past ever coming before me, and therefore the meditation become null and void. I'm hearing the last conversation on the phone in my ear. Oh yes, I'm seeing the last person cut me off on high 95 or the 285 or the 20. Oh yes, the last song I heard. I have to say, God, I need a reset to meditate. Oh yes, I can be in the environment of new mercy. I can be in the environment with you where you said, Seon, I take your sins into the sea of forgetfulness and remember them no more. Where you can say, Seon, I am your father that you can trust. I want to let you know some of meditation, even if it's 20 minutes, can be one of fruitfulness, because I'm coming before God, turning myself in and say, God, I need newness now. So I'm helping you to understand. For example, as I said, I turned myself in the discussion. In the first 7 years of my life, I governed myself, telling myself I have to be a fighter. What are you fighting for? Not for house, not for land, not for car. I didn't fight for any of the above. But I told myself at 7 years old, I have to be a fighter. What am I fighting for? I'm fighting to become something to prove a point of the things I did not mentally have. What you didn't have mentally, SGGR? I didn't have mentally the real concept of a father biologically and a mother biologically in my spirit, in my orbit. I don't know what is the touch and the feel. I don't know what is the authentic of coming and have what from what you come for. You see, I didn't connect to the womb pain. You see, there's a difference in the womb pain. Anyone can bring you up in excellence. Anyone can bring you up with great core values, which I did, and exposed to great core values. I come from an awesome home, an awesome family. When I walk down the streets of Liverpool and say, hey, go Seon. Oh yes, I know you because of walking the streets and the road of New Amsterdam. I don't join lines because of, oh yes, of Irish Imelda, Rummy and all this kind of fancy stuff. And certain banks I go, I don't join lines, certain place I go because of the core values of my grandmother and so on. But I want to tell you, I was not connected to the womb pain. And because I wasn't connected to the womb pain, I said to myself at 7 years old, I have to be a fighter. And I will become a fighter because I want to set a different precedence. I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here to say what you are putting together, what you're assembling to make a difference, and what you have exposed to will not define you tonight of your trajectory. What you have exposed will not define you for your present, more so that your future. What you have exposed to tonight, we're going to disrupt the agenda. We're going to disrupt those guardrails. We're going to disrupt the plan and the works of the enemy, because tonight I want you to truly understand that the plans that God has for you is to prosper you. Oh yes, I want to let you know the plans that God has for you once again is to prosper you, and in every faculty in your life, every facet of your life, every department of your life. Oh, as you understand tonight that whatever you was exposed to at the 7 years of your life, you may try try to say, I have to be a fighter. I cannot trust anyone because the 7 years you had a betrayal of trust. You had trust issues. I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to disrupt those guardrails. We're going to break down those agenda tonight. SGGR, I'm glad to come in your ecosystem. I'm glad to come in the bridge. I'm glad to come in the trenches. I got to come in the gutter. I got to come in the sex slave house. I got to come in the alley with the drug addicts. I am here to be with you tonight. Oh yes, without fear of contradiction. Whatever you are exposed to, certainly bearing on the decisions that you make. And sometimes you are suffering even and present in silence. You change your environment, but you are still suffering with the past. Oh yes, you're exposed to different climate, but you are still suffering of the past. Oh yes, you're exposed to different language, but you're still suffering the past. Oh yes, as I told you the story of the woman, oh yes, she cannot retain any marriage, she cannot retain any man, and she went to the bar and she buy a pants and a shirt and a tie and she and a belt and she put it on the hanger, and every day she prays, she said, Lord, I buy a new pants, a new outfit, fill this pants and this outfit with a new man, and nothing happened. She went to the pastor. I said, Pastor, I'm praying, this is what I did. Pastor said, what did you work on you? And tonight I'm asking you the question in the same set and in the same construct. What are you putting together to make a difference? Making a difference for a start in the mind. Oh, I'm not talking about house. I'm not talking about land. I'm not talking about car. I'm not talking about money in the bank. I'm not talking about good on paper, but broken on pillow. I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on in your lexicon? What is going on in your mindset that bringing bearing from your childhood, that bringing bearing from your childhood, that is affecting you even now. I am here to let you know the night today, whatever is your time zone around the world, tuning in from jail or prison, tuning in from the barber shop or the hairdresser, wherever you're tuning in from a penny manico, I'm here to let you know, yes, you're good on paper, but you're broken on pillow because you're still suffering from what was exposed to in your childhood. What was exposed to, in the early days of your life that is still affecting you. You are suffering from right now trust issues. Oh, yes, blessed be the name of the Lord. Because probably at 7 years old, yes, your father betrayed your trust. At 7 years old, your mother betrayed your trust. At 7 years old, your brother betrayed your trust. Oh, yes, I want to let you know your sister betrayed your trust. I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, yes, that do not have to govern your life. Do not have to govern your present because it will take you to your grave. Without understanding a colorful and amazing future. I'm here to let you know I don't care. Oh yes, what society has tell you to be here. I don't care what society has deemed you to be here. I don't care who has caused it and where it has happened. But I'm here to let you know they have to let go. Oh yes, to become. Fantasia sang a song years ago. Fantasia Marino, I'm talking about. You have to lose to win. You have to lose to win. I have to lose to win. SGG have to lose to win. That's why today, my father, I call him the world boss. Oh yeah, because to lose the winner, I had to lose the finger, I had to lose the bootstrap, I have to lose the belt, and understand that that's the past. But today he's my world boss, he is my champion. Oh yes, he has his failures, he has his fault, but I have to lose to win. I have to lose my feelings, I have to lose what I had in my narrative and in my concept, what I have in my lexicon, the rejection, the bitterness. I have to lose to win. Growing up as a child, as I said, I grew up with great core values, but still it is not like exposing to the womb pain, nothing exposed to the loins. Oh yes, pain, because I want to let you know, oh yes, it's a different when you're connected to your womb pain, but I want to let you know I have to change my concept. I have to change my narrative. I have to make sure that I am in an environment of positivity. I am in an environment of those who want to become and those who are assembling their thoughts and they're assembling thoughts. What they are assembling thoughts for? To be better, to be greater. They're assembling their thoughts to accomplish. Oh, yes, I want to let you know you have to assemble your thoughts and assemble an environment of those who want to evolve, who want to catapult, who want to become, who want the trajectory to be amazing and to be colorful. Oh, yes, I want to tell you, you don't have to die the same way you were born. Oh, yes, you don't have to suffer from the cradle to the grave. But you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what are you putting together to make a difference? Oh, yes, the difference starts with you. How can you put together in your lexicon, in your mindset, in your narrative. Change your modus operandi that you can make a difference in this weekend in the United States of America. I'm glad to be American. Oh, yes, by naturalization, but I'm Guyanese by birth. And this weekend, which I'm a naturalized citizen of America in the great state of Georgia, which I say where God live, we are celebrating MLK weekend, Martin Luther King weekend. This man has downloaded his lexicon. He has downloaded his mindset. He has a narrative. I'm the modus operandi that I have to assemble my thoughts together. Oh yes, that one day you will judge not by the color of your skin. Oh yes, but the integrity of a character. He is putting his mindset together. No, because he understands the temperature of the day, the language of the day, the climate of the day that will affect the future. Oh yes, which you will not be. Oh, my eyes have seen the glory of the Lord. Upon this mountain I will see over there, but I will not get there with you. I'm here to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the voice of SGGR, I have seen the glory of the Lord. I have seen the transition of the Lord. I have seen the translocation of the Lord, moving you from one place to the other. I have seen where God has taken you from a mess and to make you a message. I have seen where God has turned your sorrow into joy, where God has taken you from aristocrat. Oh, I want to let you know, oh, ladies and gentlemen, God has taken you, from a jailbird, to put you to his dictum place. God has taken you from a prostitute, to make sure you manage women that are broken and destitute. I'm here to let you know, my eyes have seen the glory of the Lord. That's why I will be naive, to say I want to change the whole world. I want to change one by one. I'm a naive that I'm going to prune the own forest. I just want to prune one tree at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what are you putting together to make the difference? As you understand in the preambles, as I said, I turned myself in and I give you the first 7 years of my life. Oh yes, of what I've exposed to. I'm saying to you tonight, what have you exposed to in your 7 years of your life as a child that's affecting even the same of your present? Probably you were raped by uncle, by brother, by neighbor. Oh yes, by the person, or your guardian, by someone that was left in charge and entrusted, and you were raped, you were fingered, you lost the flower of your age even before you can even get to the place of maturity. And because here you are and you're still suffering. Oh yeah, because your flower of age wasn't given up at the right time, wasn't given up at the right moment, wasn't given up at the right temperature, the right climate. And because of that, right now you are still broken. You are married and you're still broken because you are having flashes, you're having flashbacks of your 7 years when you were a child. Oh, you're a whole lost the flower of your age. You mean you lost your virginity? Oh yes, a young man, you were molested. Oh yes, by your man or mother or whatever else, you were molested, young man, and because it's affecting your present right now, you are a grown adult, but you cannot get over. Oh my God, when you're molested by aunt, uncle, nephew, whatever it is, and you cannot get over, it's affecting you right now. Oh yes, case in point number 2, we can look at R. Kelly, who said he was molested way back when he was small, and it's affecting his present, not casting him. Oh yes, more to make R. Kelly in his position, whatever it is, but I'm itemizing one of his speaking point and diamond point that he said that affecting his present, and someone is walking in the same construct. You were molested at your age 7 by someone that was entrusted and is affecting your present. What about thieving? Oh, probably at 7 years old, you are allowed to go and steal things that do not belong to your family. You are allowed to steal things and bring to the home without anyone work and sweat and tears, to bring it into the home, and you were celebrated for the stealing and the items that you stole. Oh yes, and because now you are an adult and you cannot help yourself, but you can steal each and everything that is in your hindsight. I'm here to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna destroy those guardrails. Oh yes, I want to tell you, you born looking like your parents, but you will die at the decision you make. And tonight is the opportune time, is the opportune moment that you're gonna make that decision that I dare to be different. I dare to be different. Oh yes, this is the moment. I will not trade for no other moment, because this is the moment where souls are making lifelong decision and lifelong changes. Oh yes, that's why I'm here to let you know. I am not here if you're broken to cause you more fragmentedness. If you're on the ground, I will not dig a hole to cause you in. If you're crying, I wouldn't cause you more tears. Oh yes, I'm here to make sure my job in this universe is to make sure I get you whole, make you fortified, fire, make you feel like you can fight again, make you feel you can love again, make you feel you can romance again. Oh yes, you may have lost your romantic style, you may have lost your loving groove. Oh, Stella can get a groove tonight. Oh yes, you can be back laughing in your own voice. Oh, you can walk in your own step. You can get back your own glow. You can get your own rhythm tonight. That is my job as long as I live, to make sure that I help you to be where you need to be. Because Jesus said to the woman, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. Because you understand, we don't know what a woman has exposed while she was 7 years old that make adultery so easy for her to do. Oh yes, no one knows. Oh yes, the pain and the concealed weapon that she were carrying for all of her life. But Jesus, who all knowing, oh, he's omnipotent, omnipresent, and all powerful. He understood and he said, woman, oh, there's no need for me condemning you. You're walking in concealed condemnation all of your life. You may be looking at me here, living in a big house, have enough money in your bank account, dressing with a name brand, but right now you're going around with concealed weapon of brokenness. You're walking feeling that you have no worth, feel like you have no value, because that's what you have achieved as a child. You were dumbfounded. You were shut up at the breakfast table. You were taught to close your mouth at the dinner table. You were taught that whatever you say is nonsensical. Whatever you say make no sense. Oh, you were told that you're going to be in the same construct like your daddy. You're going to walk in the same fabric like your mommy. Oh, yes, you're going to walk in the same as a generational curse. I can see my granny and my great-grandmother in you. I can see this in you and that in you. And you grew up believing this. I don't want to let you know it's a lie from the pit of hell. Oh, tonight, what are you putting together to make a difference? It starts with your mind. You win and you lose battles in your mind. Your mind is really where you portray the real you from this moment, that the decision that you is going to make. You're going to lose tonight to win tonight. Hallelujah. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And Jesus said to this woman, case in point, oh, I want to understand, neither do I condemn you. Too long you was walking in condemnation. Too long you were walking in condemnation. Too long you were told that you're stupid. Too long you walk talking that you're ignorant. Too long you walk in talk and you were told and you walk in that you will never be something good. You will never become. You will never own. You will never have. Oh yes, too long you can never be what you need to be. But you have to disrupt some agendas. You have to disrupt some guardrails. You have to throw away some narratives. Oh yes, I want to let you know, you may cling to some family saying, to some family contract, and to some family dictates. I want to let you know, I want this tonight, that you will have to defy all of it, because case in point number 2, let's deal with Abraham. Abraham grew up where he was no stranger to wealth. I want to let you know, Tara was wealthy, man, but he's a wealthy idol worshiping. He grew up to see wealth before his eyes. He grew up in our family, Abraham. You understand? You have to go to the seaside, Abraham. You have to make sure you have to throw some things to Hannah, to all those, whatever the gods of the sea and so on, the bananas and the milk and so on. You have to go and stand to something that was carved by some culture. Oh, yes, the great sculpture of the earth. I want to let you know, you go and you sit down and you bow and whatever you have to do. But Abraham, I want you to defy what you were taught as a child in that idol worshiping environment, what you were taught by your father, what you was taught by your mother, what you was taught by your kindred. You have to defy what you're taught by your country. Oh my God, I feel glory here. Oh, you have to disrupt all of that agenda, Abraham. And furthermore, Abraham, even your name means something that holds you back to idol worshiping. Your name means something that holds you back to idolatry. But I want to separate you from all these things. I'm going to disrupt those guardrails, break down those concepts. I'm going to make sure I defy all that you have in your lexicon. As a matter of fact, I'm going to erase your lexicon. Oh yes, I'm going to erase everything and give you a capacity for newness. So Abraham, you're going to leave your kindred. So you're leaving behind all those precepts and all the hook that oh yes, they have upon you. You're going to leave all the hook that your society have upon you. You're going to leave anything and you're going to go to a place that I'm going to show you. Oh yes, God is about to tell you this, a leaving and cleaving. You got to lose to win. You got to lose what you were told. Oh yes, to win the true you, to win the trajectory. Oh yes, what is amazing, which is colorful. You have to lose to win, not only to own a seat at the table, own the entire counter. Oh yes, not to own a car, but to own the entire parking lot. not to own an apartment, but own the entire park, a apartment complex. Come on, somebody. Oh, you have to lose to win, not to be rejected, but to be accepted. Oh, you are a force multiplier. You will be a force to reckon with because you are attached to the one who is the force multiplier. Come on, somebody. Oh, yes, you have to lose to win, but there have to be a breaking down of guardrails. So he said, Abraham, look, I'm going to change even your name from Abraham to Abraham, and I'm going to let you know what I'm downloading now in your lexicon. I'm enrich your mindset. I'm going to make your name great. God is about to say to someone tonight, I'm going to make your name great because you stand as a man with courage tonight. You stand as a woman with courage tonight. You stand with a fortitude of strength tonight, and you want to push back against all that is in keeping, all that causes you to be restricted, that causes you to be caged, that causes you to be cuffed, that causes you to be yoked, all the parasiticalness on your mind that causes you cannot be in an enjoyment of the now, cannot be in the love of the now, cannot be the embrace of the now, cannot be in the become of the now. So Abraham, what we're going to do, I'm going to change your name to Abraham. Then what? I'm going to make your name great. Oh yes, God is about to make your name great. You don't have to sought after her, but you will be sought after. You see, sometimes you feel that you take some pictures with some celebrity, you think you are great. Taking picture with some celebrity, tomorrow you're going to still wake up, baby girl, just like you. Oh yes, it's just a photo after the celebrity. Oh, but when the celebrity come to you, oh, it's a different. You see, Jesus was the greatest celebrity of his day. There's a difference when he said, today salvation has come to your house. I am coming to your house. Oh yes, today going to be a difference. Oh, now the celebrity went to the wedding, but it didn't make a difference. But when the celebrity went to the wedding, he turned water into wine. So you can take pictures with J-Lo and take pictures with all these celebrities. Oh, I want to let you know it's different when the celebrity come to your home and come to your home. I'm telling you, but come into your mind where you live right now. Oh, feeling as an underachiever, feeling undervalued, feeling marginalized, feeling worthless, feeling that you have nothing, no contribution. Society don't need you. You don't have a contribution to make. I'm here to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are different when the celebrity come to your mind. So he said to Abraham, I'm going to make your name great. You are attached to greatness, but in the wrong construct, which your father was a great mentor. But he is a mentor in the environment, in the climate, in the culture of idol worshiping. And because of the wealth he acquired, he become the eye candy of that environment. Oh yes, and I dare to separate you that even you turn your eyes on the other side, you cannot behold the city anymore. Oh yes, and I can imagine, oh yes, Abraham, you're going to make my name great. What name are you making great? Abraham? No, I'm making your name Abraham. That even your father tried to attach to that old name, he cannot be connected to your new name. God is saying to someone, you will not be connected to those who are connected to your whole name. You see, oh, those are connected to my own name, who are connected to Breezer. You see, that's my call name. I'm from Guyana, as I said. I'm born in Georgetown, from Yomslam, Liverpool. I'm being a part of the soccer team. They call me Breezer. There are some that are connected to Breezer that will not be connected to SGGR. I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, some will be connected to your own name, but they cannot connect it to your new name. So Tara was connected to Abraham's old name, to Abraham's whole name, but he cannot connect it to Abraham. You see, Sarah's mother was connected to Sarai and not Sarah. I feel glory up in the air. I'm trying my best on this MLK weekend. Martin Luther King in Atlanta, Georgia, in the county of Decatur where I reside. I'm happy to let you know they will not be connected to your new name. I'm going to make your name great. Not only that, I want the lexicon to be rich tonight. You're getting more withdrawal than even the deposit that you had in the past. Oh yes, tonight I'm going to make you a blessing. Tonight God is about to make you a blessing for your life. From a child you're exposed to curse. Oh yes, you're supposed to curse in all shape, curse in all fashion. Oh yes, you have become a cursed because of the environment, the climate, and the temperature. But God said, I'm going to make you a blessing. I'm talking to someone who are less fortunate, or you grew up in poverty. You cannot become what you set your mind to become, a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, but because of strap for cash, you cannot become, because of strap for textbooks, you cannot become, because of strap for study buddies, you cannot become, because of strap for notoriety, you cannot become. But God said tonight, I'm going to make you a blessing. God is about to make you a great blessing. Oh my God, you're about to be blessed. You're about to walk into some place you never thought you're going to walk into. Oh yes, you're about to walk and you're going to be looking at the mirror, not too long distant future, and pinch yourself and slap yourself and cuff yourself and say, is this really me? Oh yes, and God kept his word to Abraham. He said, I'm going to make him a father of many nations. I'm going to make your name great. I'm going to make you a blessing. And not only I'm just going to let you know that you're just a blessing, I'm let your blessing be like not a reality. You see, sometimes I can give you things, but I want to be connect you to reality. And that's why my form of preaching and oration, my form of understanding of presenting the gospel, I always try to come realistically. There are times I can preach a textual sermon. There are times I can preach an expository sermon. There are times I can come doctrinal. But I like expository because I want to connect to you wherever you are. So God, I'm connecting to you, Abraham, expositorily, because I want the expository sermon to be connected to your realistical nature. So here I'm saying, Abraham, I'm going to bless you like the sand upon the seashore. God is saying he's going to bless you more than you can ever count the blessing. I'm going to bless you with long life. I'm going to bless you with longevity. I'm going to bless you with money in your bank. You're going to be bargaining not only from a meager mentality, but from the abundance. I'm going to bless you not with one business, but I'm going to bless you to be an entrepreneur. And God said to Abraham, I'm not going to only stop there. I'm going to bless you like the stars. Oh my God, in the heaven. God is about to multiply your blessing. God is about to replicate your mindset. You're about to hold what you didn't sow. You're about to reap what you didn't plant. Because God is sending your destiny helper, not to compete but to support you, not to compete but compliment you. God is about to make a realistical nature. Someone gonna pay off your car note, someone gonna pay off your rent, someone gonna sow into your pocket. That is just a start, because God wants to connect to the realistical nature of his expository message. So he want to make sure if he come doctrinal, Abraham will be in doubt, because Abraham was connected to natural riches and natural power because of his father in idol worship him. And God is bringing him over, and God connect him to typology, but God still want to make sure he bring it an expository nature to make it realistic, so it can be understood and it can be documented. You see, realistical nature is more understood when it is documented. And what am I saying? That God said you need to write your dream down, make it plain. I'm saying to somebody tonight, under the voice of SGGR, write it down and make it plain. Like the young man went to the church, he said, Pastor, I want all my tithes that I've sown. Give me all the money and all the giving that I have given. Oh, yes. And the pastor said, man, you're just a fortunate young man. I'm happy to meet with you today. This is the only day out of all days I walk in. My checkbook is in my office. But when I go to my office, young man, I want you to go to the pulpit and I want you to bend down and whatever posture you choose, thank God for all that you have done. And then come and I'm going to write the check for you. Oh, yes. When the young man come to the office of the pastor, when I count all the blessing God has given me more than what I have given. God given is outweigh what I've given. Because he documented, and not only on paper but also in his mind, of the goodness and the mercy of God. And that's why Abraham never went back looking for his father, but his father came looking for him and died on the way, because mediocrity cannot connect to professionalism. God do not share his glory with no one. Those that write you off cannot connect to you when you accomplish. Those that cause you pain cannot connect to you when you are in glory street. Those that reject you cannot connect to you when you are accepted, because God do not share his glory. He is the only one who will write on the resume of your life, the canvas of your resume of your life. It's only the only hand that dipped, oh my God, in his own blood on Calvary. Oh yes, and the only one that take your sin into the sea of forgetfulness and remember them no more. So Tara was trying to connect back, oh yes, to Abraham, but he died on his way. God don't mix idol worshiping with his trueness of worship. God don't mix idol blessing with his true blessing, which he sacrificed his only begotten son. I want to tell him he died on his way. There's no bargaining. I'm not bargaining with mediocrity. I'm not bargaining with complaining. I'm not bargaining with people who are always negative. I'm not bargaining with people who causing people pain. I'm not bargaining with nobody who causing people hurt. I'm not bargaining with nobody who undervalue anybody. I'm not bargaining with anybody that misuse and abuse anybody. I am bargaining for those who are in keeping with building and fortifying and encouraging. So God said to Abe, I'm going to make your name great. I'm going to make you a nation. Oh, yes, I'm going to bless you like the stars. Oh, yes, in the heaven, the sun upon the seashore. God wants to do the same for someone tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, come on, colleague. What are you putting together to make a difference? What are you putting together in your mind right now? What are you saying to yourself? What are you speaking out loud to yourself that you can hear your own voice? That you can first feel satisfied, feel fortified, feel encouraged, feel motivated. Oh, yes, that you will in turn to make a difference. I'm going to help you tonight, and I'm glad to help you tonight. Oh, yes, because God has helped me, that I help myself, and I help you tonight, that you help yourself and in turn help others. And I'm going to help you say, I am better than this environment. I am better than this abuse. I am better than this loveless. I'm better than this joyless. I am better than this poverty. I am better than this brokenness. Oh, yes, because I'm putting my thoughts together. I am pretty, despite who say that I am not. I am handsome despite who say I am not. I will have despite who say I cannot have. I will become despite those who say I cannot become. Start putting those thoughts together that you will make a difference. As you put those thoughts together tonight, you're making a difference that you'll be the first going to college. You'll be the first holding a business. You'll be the first to bring something that never seen before in the eyes of humanity. You'll be the first that can ever have something of greatness come from the hand of humanity and the fingers of responsibility. You can be the greatest that anyone would never thought that you're such a lovable person. You're such romantic. Everyone would never know that you're such warmth and such welcome. Everybody will never know that you are such a great human being. Everyone will never know that you have such a great contribution for me because they overlooked you. They overran you. Oh, yes, but tonight, what are the thoughts you're putting together that you will make a difference? The thoughts you're putting together that you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, in this opportune time, in this hour, that you cannot exchange for any other hour or moment of your life in making this important decision to make sure you reconstruct your mind and your thoughts, putting it together that you will make a difference. In your home, in your society, on your job, in your environment, wherever you are taking value. You are taking worth, not only of a paycheck that you work for, but the value you bring. Oh, yes, not only in the family as a number, but you are bringing value. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are going, wherever you are sat or sitting, you make sure that there's value added wherever you are. You are putting your thoughts together that you will make a difference. The woman put her thoughts together. If I perish, let me perish, but I'm going to see the King. What are the thoughts are you putting together? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego put the thoughts together. Even though they were called in their slave name, not embracing their real name. I am not bowing to Belshazzar. I'm not bowing to the king. What are the thoughts are you putting together? The prodigal son ended up in a place not in keeping with the trajectory and amazing and colorful for being the son of a king. But he put his thoughts together and said, I will arise and I will go to my father. What are the thoughts that you're putting together that you will make a difference? The woman at the well was rejected by everyone. She didn't sit in the house and say, hey, I'm going to just thirsty. I'm going to not have a shower. I'm going to smell up the apartment and I'm going to die. I don't want to be seen as alone and they're going to laugh at me. She still get up and go in the heat of the day to the well because she know one day going to be the cross where she's going to make a difference. The one who was caught in the act of adultery didn't raise her hands for defense. She didn't bargain with him, so I'm going to give you some money. Let's turn this story down. Let's, she didn't try to bargain with him. She said, here, I'm going to go, and whatever happened, she put in her thoughts together that I'm going to make a difference. The one with the issue of blood. She could have said, man, look, man, for so many years I try everything. Let me lay here and die. But she know that going, that she want to make a difference if I touch the hem of his garment. Zacchaeus, as though he was the greatest tax collector, he was broken inside. Nicodemus, as short as he can be, you know, one day he have lengthy words that will go lengthy distance. He climb on a sycamore tree. You can put your thoughts together to make a difference tonight. Despite of your ethnicity, despite of your color, despite of your creed, I want to invite you to this opportune time to make this decision in keeping with your future that can be colorful, that can be amazing. You are smart. You are intelligent, pretty, handsome. You are the apples of God's eyes. You are God's choice vessel tonight as you put together in your thoughts, your mind, fostering courage, strength, bringing worth and wealth of a mindset that you can make a difference. With that being said, I just want to thank you for giving me the short stint of your time on the Conversation Motivational Hour, which is affiliate of the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat, along with the Conversation Caribbean Gospel Jam, that tonight we can bring this home to you in the best way we can, rolling with SGGR. At the end of this song, we're going to make our segue out of here tonight. Not forgetting tomorrow going to be a Sanctuary's Present Kingdom Ministry, Atlanta, Georgia, which is located 5339 Stop Fingerwood, Decatur, Georgia. We'll be streaming our service live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, we'll be streaming live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tune in to the Sanctuary's Present Kingdom Ministry. I will look forward if your church that you're going to is not streaming at the time. I look forward to see. But if your church is streaming at that time, and keep it with protocol, and keep it with support, and with keeping with supporting your fellowship. But 11 tomorrow Eastern Standard Time, Sanctuary's Presence Kingdom Ministry. Yeah, we have the thing that you are bright, you're smart, you're intelligent. Yes, we have the you're going to take your world by storm. God is going to give you a blessing over, Lord. Each and every one of you, God gonna make your blessing turn up. You're gonna make your blessing over, Lord. Every Duncan, God is about to come through for you. What are you putting together to make a difference? We're gonna be blessing our going in, blessing our coming out. We're gonna blessing our sleeping, blessing our waking. I declare of your life that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You shall not be a recipient of suicide. You should not be a recipient of depressed. You should not be a recipient of racial profiling. You should not be a recipient of bigotry, of hatred. You should not be a recipient of racism, but you will be a recipient of the blessing and the covering of God and God's blood that's shed for you. No weapon that formed against you tonight shall prosper. When the enemy coming like a flood, you're going to raise up a standard. I want to tell you, the enemy that you saw in 2021, you will see no more in 2022. I want to let you know that God bless you. Have a great and productive night.